So now we're going to look at how to measure the spread of a data, and we'll start with an example. So if we have the data 3, 12, 10, 3, 1, 5, 8, 7, 7, and we as usual we start to sort the data in order. So we have, that makes 1, then comes 3, 3, 5, 7, 7, 8, 10, 12. And what we do first, okay, I haven't said what we are supposed to do, but first we find the median of this data set. And the median, okay, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 data points. So the mean in this case would be the 5th value. So because you see 7 has 4 values that are less than 7 and 4 that is like the above or equal. So this is median. And what we will do now is that we will, so we can say the median like cuts the data set in 2 parts, where here is, we can call this the lower part and this the upper part. And now we will also look at the median of the lower part and the median of the upper part. And sometimes the median is called Q2, the quartile number 2. I will talk more about this soon. If the median like here is part of the data set, 7 was in the data set from the start, then we skip this when we find the median of the lower part. So now we look at the lower part here. What is the median of these 4 values? Well, we can see that 3 and 3, they are in the middle. Okay, now you can see that if we take 3 plus 3 and divide by 2, we'll still get 3. This is called Q1, and we call that the lower quartile. And we do the same thing with the upper part here. So here we have 4 data values that are above the median. And 8 and 10, they are like in the middle. So the median of these 4 values will be 8 plus 10, the mean of like the mid values, like we have done before. So 8 plus 10, that is so 18 over 2, which is equal to 9. And this is called Q3, the upper quartile. And okay, we can also say that we can of course find the minimum. The minimum value of this data set is 1, and the maximum is 12. You just look at the lowest value and the greatest value. And then, okay, first there is something called range. The range of the data set. That is if you take the maximum value minus the minimum value. So we can say like this, maximum minus minimum. So it will be 12 minus 1, so 11. That will be the range of this data set. It's like how much the data is spread from the lowest to the greatest value. This is a very easy way to talk about the spread. There is also another thing that we call interquartile range. Interquartile range. Sometimes it's called IQR, interquartile range. And the interquartile range, IQR, is equal here we took the maximum value of the dataset minus the minimum value. But when we look at the interquartile range, we take the upper quartile minus the lower quartile. So in this case it will be in upper quartile was 9, lower quartile was 3, so the interquartile range will be 6 this time.